Hello everyone, thank you for the opportunities. My name is Ahmad Hilmi. On this occasion, I will present the result of my research regarding the trend of Internet of Things research in Educational Administration Journal across Indonesia, from research design to data analysis. In the realm of the fourth industrial revolutions, automatization and education governance are required to keep up with ongoing technological developments. The development of existing technology make education governance more effective and efficient. Conventional education setting remain a major drawback of continuing educations. Newfangled technology is infiltrating our daily life in ways we never imagined. The world we live in has changed dramatically in the past decade as a result of advance in technology and digitations. The sudden advance in wireless technology and digital devices have ushered in a technological revolution all around us. The fourth industrial revolution in this scenario brings automation to every aspect of life, including school and higher educations. IoT as one of the disruptive technologies can play a vital role in enhancing quality of learning experience and the performance of the learners, supporting teachers' daily works, school building management, school transport system, and distance learning provisions. The Internet of Things has the potential to provide sustainable quality education and provide solutions for the everyday challenges which education providers and managers face. From our point of view, the Internet of Things can enable equitable quality education and can play a role of sustainability. Data-driven smart system will be the cornerstone of the fourth industrial revolutions. Therefore, the IoT is the key driving technology for the data-driven smart system in future. This study reviewed the result and discussions on application of IoT in education management published in Indonesia from 2018 until 2022. This study aims to collect information about various studies in Indonesia, various studies that discuss the application of IoT in education management. In detail, this research is intended to answer the following questions. What is the trend of number of researches on IoT on education from year to year? How is the diversity of research design used to investigate the application of IoT in education management in Indonesia? What are the most frequently used topic to investigate the application of IoT in education management in Indonesia? What steps are researchers implementing to increase the effectiveness of using IoT in education management? And the last one is how is the descriptions of the series of studies that have been carried out by researcher and studying IoT in education management. Method. The research design. The study adheres to the principle of content analysis, which focus on finding of various studies that have been published in scientific journal in Indonesia. Data research. Data were collected from the result of the content analysis of education administration article. All articles are taken from the Education Administration Journal listed in the Science and Technology Index, SINTA. Is a platform to measure the development of science and technology design and developed by Indonesian Ministry of Research, Technology and Higher Education. There are a total of 13 journals on the application of IoT in education management in the SINTA database. Henceforth, all articles reviewing IoT in education management were collected from each of these journals. The article analyzed in this study were published online before October 2022 of the several articles collected. All articles were analyzed in this study. The research instrument. The instrument used for this research is Content Analysis Guideline, which contain related aspects observed. There are seven main aspects examined for content analysis in this study. Their aspects include the number of publications per year, the type of research subject, topic selected for study, and conclusions. The data analysis. Each of article was classified into specific category based on certain aspect that met the defined category. The decision was based on information that was shared by the authors on abstract, method, and discussions parts. Further, the data that had been collected were presented in a form of bar chart. Findings. Year of publications. The number of published articles indicate how often the research was carried out in a given period. Referring to the graph shown in Figure 1, the article that review the application of ICT in education management was found from 2018 until 2022. There was a decline from 2018 to 2019, an increase in 2019 until 2020, and a significant increase in 2021 to 2022. Nevertheless, refer to Figure 1, the trend of increasing number of publications on IoT in education management show that there is a significant increase in the number of researchers who are eager to investigate the application of IoT in education management. Type of research. The type and design of the research determine the focus of the research. Based on Figure 2, the literature review is the most dominant design used by researchers to investigate IoT and education management, while the R&D research is at the lowest number. This indicates that there are big challenges faced by researchers in carry out research with the R&D type. The type of qualitative research and the mixed method show a standard number. There are 3 studies of each type published. In the qualitative method, most researchers analyze the effectiveness of using IoT in education management. And in the mixed method type, the researcher analyzed the effectiveness of IoT implementation and the level of satisfaction of IoT service user in education services and management. Quantitative research in the period 2018 until 2022, there are only 2 published studies in which in that type of researcher analyzed the relationship between the application of IoT and improving the quality of educations. The research subject. From the descriptions on the research subject diagram above, we can see that research with student as subject and without research subject produces that highest number of other research subject. This is line with the method used by researchers related to literature review. Literature review does not use certain subject in the study. Analyzing IoT in education, the research focused on examining relevant theories to review history, analyzing the literature on the application of IoT in management to be adapted in the world of education, while the subject of student is used to analyze the level of effectiveness of the use of IoT in improving the quality of learning and student. Satisfaction in access academic administration services in school, research with the object of academic administrative staff and head of education institution is of the least interest to researcher. From several journals that researchers analyzed, this is due to difficulty of accessing head of institutions and administrative staff in education institution to be questioned in a research carried out. The research subject of teachers and lecturers occupy the second place in the number of subjects chosen by researchers. This is also related to teachers and lecturers who are also users of IoT in education and learning management, where lecture and access IoT services in educational institution for the implementation of learning administration with students. The topic of selected for study. The topic selected for study. From the researches above, we conclude that most in Indonesia in analyzing IoT for education management are interested in using the Internet of Things in education management overview. Topic where the topic is presented from the IoT literature. Educational information system and relate it to the need for IoT to be applied in management educations. The conclusions. In the current study, article highlight IoT and education management published in Education Administration Journal across Indonesia from 2018 until 2022 were reviewed. The trend found in the increasing number of publications on the topic of IoT in education management as a major concern in the last 4 years. Among the 13 publications, literature review was found the most in additions. Student and research without subject due to the literature review method were mostly chosen a research subject, while the material is Internet of Things in education management overview. Regarding the regarding the finding of this study, several recommendations have been made for the further research. First, it is necessary to increase the frequency of conducting R&D research to assist regulator and policymaker in the field of education in implementing IoT for administrative and learning management in accordance with the demand of the time and supporting SDGs. The three further studies must convince policy make to be able to carry out research at the educational institution they lead. This, of course, can be support for making education management in Indonesia more advanced, modern, and responding to challenges of rapid development. Thank you very much for your great attention. May all those have shared be beneficial for all of us. I thank you.